Okay, all right. Well, thank you everyone for just attending this little tutorial, this little training. Our goal today is to train all of our leaders on how to take care of the people that are interested in our program, whether that be leads that you get from the Google searches or your personal warm market where they want to understand more about our product, and then after that initial understanding, they may want to buy a plan, they may want to enroll with us as an affiliate. So that's what this training is all about, okay? And so we're going to start out by going to the Crown PCS website, and a lot of your learning will actually be coming from this page right here. Okay, this is if you go to the more and then resources page, that's where we're at. Okay, just this morning I completed this Smart Guy registration video. It's about a 14-minute video that covers how to register with Smart Guy and also how to add a city of your liking. And so I encourage you to watch this video in full so you know how to do it properly, okay? And then this other section right here where it says Smart Guy content, let's just click on that, okay? It's essentially the content that you will need to use to fill out and complete the registration, okay? You just essentially copy this whole thing right here and paste them in the appropriate place, but you do need to watch the video, this video right here, to know how to put in the proper content, okay? So now, what we need to do is to go ahead and learn how to take care of the people who are interested in our program, okay? In this example, we'll use somebody who had gone on the Google search. With the result of the Google search, most typically our listing will come in the #1 or #2 position. And let's take a look at what that entails, okay? So I'll go and log in just so that way we can see what the ads look like. Okay, we'll just take one of the ads here. All right, so here's what it is. When people search on the Google search, okay, in this case, they're searching for best mobile plans and, in what city that they're in, and we will be ranked #1 or #2. And so after they see the ranking, they see the search result, they click on it, and this is the page that it would come to, okay? It has our little 2-minute video. It has a little excerpt on our company. After they read this, they will either go and visit the website right here, okay? If they click on that, that goes to your website, and that's your personal affiliate website. They click on create account, that credit goes to you, all right? But if they don't go and visit the website, we have other ways that they can contact you. There's your phone number right here. And also under the hours of operation, there's the call or text. So if they want to get in touch with you, they have kind of multiple ways that they can go about to do this, okay? So they just called you or text you, and you just received this message. So what do? Where do you go from here? You will be talking to them, trying to find out what their interest level is, whether they're wanting to get a product from us or they want an opportunity, okay? So when you're calling back, that's what it's all about, just finding out what they want. And let's say, okay, after you find out what they want, you realize that they want to have a plan. They want to purchase a plan with us. Then what do? If they want to purchase a plan, what's the next step? Let's just do it together here, okay? So someone says, oh, I like your plan. I want to buy, you know, whatever plan it is. The next step is you enroll them as a customer. So how do you do that? Well, you go to our web page, you go to create account, okay? And then there it is. You got the enrollment options. So in this case, you're enrolling them as a preferred customer, okay? So you click on that and be sure that when you're enrolling them, okay, you put, you know, you have your sponsor ID. And then you would essentially fill out all this information here. Get their phone number, their email, all that information. Create, you know, this account form, create a username. And then for customers, the best thing for a username is just their name. It's easy, okay? And if the name is already taken, then maybe, you know, a name and you know, first name, last name, and a number or something like that, just to identify them, all right? And then after that, password, confirm it, hit the terms and conditions, submit, and then now they have a login, okay? They have a profile with us now. So you have to think ahead of time that, okay, if they want to be a customer, they need a profile with us. And this is how our system recognizes how to pay compensation, okay? Once they register and you put in your sponsor ID and so forth, that's how it recognizes that the credit goes to you and it goes to your team. The next step is assuming that they have already registered and filled this out, they will have the profile to log in. Log into that customer's account, okay? In this case, I'm not going to the customer's account because it's pretty much the same. I'm just going to go to my personal account. So I'll go and log in, put in the username and password as the same all the way through. So now once you've logged in here, okay, the first thing that you're going to do with this customer is to go, so buy a plan, click on the initial package, and you should know what package they want. From there, you know, the unlimited plan or whatnot. So let's click on the unlimited plan, click on submit. Goes through this whole process of getting their information, okay? And then if the email is correct, click on next. Here's the shipping information. This is very important, okay? If you happen to be there with your customer, this shipping information is important because if you have a Fast Start package, and with the Fast Start package, you have a SIM card with you, okay? So what you do is you take one of your SIM card and says, you know what? I can help you activate this, the number right here, right now, okay? So that's the benefit of the Fast Start package is you do have the SIM card with you. After they pay for everything, the SIM card will get to them. And then at that point, you would, you know, ask the customer to call you back or, yeah, you know, you have to communicate with them that within the next couple of days, they will receive a SIM card. And then with the SIM card, then, you know, we can start the activation process. But in this case, if you do have the SIM card with you, then under this shipping information, because you are essentially loaning this SIM card to that person. You're taking one of your SIM card and giving it to that person so that you can activate right away. So in this case, you just tell your customer there that since you're using this SIM card for this shipping information, you're going to use yours. You're going to put your information right here on this page so that we will be sending you a replacement SIM card so that you can replenish your Fast Start package with the same SIM card. Does that make sense, guys? Okay. Okay, so that's where this shipping information is. If you're sending it to you, then make sure you fill this out properly. Okay. And then of course the next one here is the billing information. So if this SIM card is if the shipping information is the same, then you click on this here, billing information. If it is not the same, if you click it, then you have to fill in the billing information, okay? So let's click next. Now this is blank. Since it's not the same as the shipping information, this page is blank. then they will have to fill in all this information and then click on the next page. They will be paying for the product. All right? Okay, so let's assume that you have the card with you, the SIM card with you. They fill this out, they paid for it, they get the email saying, thank you, you've paid for this, whatever plans it is. Okay, the next step is, okay, you know they paid for it, you know they got the receipt for it, you now have the SIM card with you. The next thing is you tell them, if you're in front of them, okay, let's go ahead and activate. Okay, then how do you do that? Well, while you are still in this page, you know, in the dashboard, you can go ahead and go from here after they pay for it. You can go to this support activation tab right here. Click on this. Okay, so now you got SIM card in hand. We're going through the activation process now. Okay, they paid for it. Activation is the next step. If you don't have the SIM card, you don't need to come here and have them wait for a couple of days until they get this. You see the difference?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Okay, now, when you get here, this is very important. We need all of this information, okay? So when this person purchased the plan, there's two activation process. One is they are getting a new number, and the other one is they are porting in the same number. That means they are keeping their same number. We're essentially just transferring their phone service from wherever they are to now us. Okay, so keep that in mind. Activation is a new number. Port in is the same number. Okay, all right. So they go ahead and you fill this information for them since you're there with them. Okay, get their name, their email, their phone number, their current one, and then get their address. Okay, this is very important. Get their address, and then if there's any message that you want to leave, then you know, do it here. You know, type it here. Now, the next part on this side here. Okay, so this is required personal information. Now this is required activation information. That's on this side. All right. When you come to this side, this is crucial that you need to check mark this right here to activate the information field. So right now, if I want to enter something, it won't do it. Okay, you can't enter anything until you actually click this check mark. Okay, so with that check mark, it activates these fields. For example, see, now I can type in it. Let's say this customer wants a new number. If they want a new number, it's pretty simple. What we suggest everyone do is, well, if you're the leader, you already know how to, you know, where to get your EIM number or IMEI number, sorry, okay? Enter it here. So if you don't know how to do that, watch this video right here. It's 2 minutes long. There's several ways to get your IMEI number, okay? Then once you have that, you enter them right here. The next thing is enter the SIM card number. Well, you got SIM card in hand. So what you want to do is you go, there's a barcode. So the SIM card has these SIM number, okay? We need you to type in the SIM number, double and triple check your entry, all right? So once you've done that, then you move on to the next field. Okay, we need to get a purchase receipt number. This individual, this customer, will have received an email. With that email that they receive, it will have a receipt number. We need to put that there, okay? And then the next thing here, we also need you to select, okay, which plan they purchased, because we will activate this service based on the plans that they purchased, okay? So in this case, if they purchased the $44 plan, then we need to do that. Okay?
Richard, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Back on the SIM card, you said that they would have received an email with the receipt, but what if I gave them a SIM card that is in my possession?
Okay.
They wouldn't be a receipt email.
Yes. So if you do that, then you can actually just type in here. That's a good question. SIM card received from Trainer or something like that. So we kind of know that
Okay.
it's already been purchased. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Yes. Very good question. Going back, this zip code, very, very important. When we activate someone here in Utah, it's 840 something, 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 all Utah number. But if you have a client in Florida or whatever it is, okay, we want to make sure that we're activating a number that is in their region. So this zip code right here, it is crucial that we get the correct zip code. Otherwise, they're going to get a zip code, well, they're going to get a number that's activated somewhere else. Does that make sense? Are we clear on this? Okay.
Well, it has to be their zip code, right?
Yes, it has to be their zip code, not yours. Any question there? This is very important. If we get this wrong, then it's that the number that they get doesn't belong to their region. The next thing here is, who is your current carrier? So we need to know whether it's Sprint, AT&T, T-Mobile, whatever. Since we, at this point, we're utilizing AT&T, okay, we do need to know if it's AT&T. We have to do a little bit extra work in order to get it to port in, okay? So yes, the carrier is very important for us to know, and we need that. If that is an individual who wants a new number, this is the activation. Okay, these information right here, that's all we need. Okay, then you just simply hit send. Once you send this information right here, we get it on our side. We get it from the admin side, and we just found out that John Doe just already purchased a plan, but John Doe wants to activate. And then we take all this information and use it on our side to activate this person. Okay? Now, we are going to simplify this process a little bit further. Hopefully, within the next couple of weeks, we will actually have a little portal, not exactly sure where on here, but you guys could actually help activate a new number for this person. So you don't even need to wait for us. Is that pretty powerful? Okay.
That'd be great. Yeah.
Yeah, that will save a lot of time there. So we will have a little portal where you guys can log in and put in this information, put in the IMEI number, put in the SIM card number, and then you submit it, and then boom, they get a number, and that goes to that person. Yep. So yeah, you guys actually, our leaders will actually have quite a bit of power to be able to activate an actual phone number. Okay. So that's pretty good.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
So if they're keeping their number, they're just moving it over, would it be the same process that we would go through and activate it?
Well, that's the next thing that I'm going to cover. So we now understand that if they're getting a new number, that's all that we need. That's all that you need to do is to go this one, all the way to who is your carrier. That's all that we need. And you hit send. We go ahead and process that. And then when the number is activated, after we receive this, or, give it, 10, 15, up to 30 minutes or so, and we will get to this. Then what you do is you check back here. You check back here. Okay, you come back and you check here, and under the answer tab, it doesn't say SGDF, whatever it is. It will say, thank you for subscribing, and here is your new number. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, so then from there, what's the next step? If you receive this notification, and we're trying to get it, we're trying to get it so that we're sending a text out. But if the people don't have a phone, then we can't send it. So somehow you have to come back here and get the phone number. Does that make sense? Once you have the phone number, the next thing is, what do you think the next thing is? Next thing is, how do you insert the SIM card? Does that make sense? So if you don't know how to insert the SIM card, then you watch this video right here, how to insert the SIM card. That right there is the activation process of getting a new number. Okay. What if, like what Lynette was asking earlier, what if they want to keep the same number? Then you do the same thing. You fill out all this information. We still need all of this. Everything here, plus it says, I want to keep my original number. This is the port-in process. Additional information is required. Okay, so now it says right here, call your current carrier to get the correct account number and PIN number. This will speed up the port-in process. Well, let's use an actual example. If someone, is walking into an AT&T branch and they're switching phones from Verizon to AT&T, while you're there trying to port in, they're going to ask you for what? They're going to ask you for what's the account number with Verizon and what's the PIN number with Verizon. If you don't know, you have to call them. But if you have a statement, okay, from Verizon, in this example, don't use the account number from the statement. It is wrong. Okay, and here's why. You're thinking, why is it wrong? It's a statement itself. The reason why you don't want to use the number from that statement is, in this case, when Verizon printed out the statement, many times the account number has multiple zeros in front of it. It might go 0, 0, whatever as the account number, and then some carrier will have 0, 0, 0, and then the number. Some carrier will have 0, and then the number. Some company will have no zeros in front. Okay, you don't know which ones. And so when it's printing that invoice, it doesn't print out the zeros in the front. And so when we try to put in the account number here, it's incorrect and we cannot put in. Is that making sense? I need to make this clear. Okay, is it making sense, Brad?
Absolutely.
Okay, Josh?
I understand your reasoning.
Josh, understand it?
Yeah. Yeah,
Annette?
makes sense. Yep.
Yep.
So take a little bit of time to do your homework, get the account number and the PIN number. Okay, once you have that, the next thing is fill this out. Okay, your port-in phone number. So this is the number that they want to keep. Put it right there. Then put in the account number. Then put in the PIN number here. Okay, when you have that, you hit send. So the moment you hit send, we have all this information, and now we know that this is a port-in on our side. Okay, so the big advantage for us over having people going to the branch itself to do a port-in, okay, and I'm sure we all experience this. If you have 3 people in the family or 4 people in the family doing the port-in, chances are you're standing around at the branch for multiple hours. Why? The reason why is you go there, you have your PIN number and password and all that kind of stuff, okay? That branch is actually going into their port-in software, put in all this information, and boom, it's done. But now that system is pinging the previous carrier to release the number. And it takes anywhere from 1 to 2 hours, sometimes more. This is why we have to stand around. It's not that it took that long to put in the information. It takes 30 seconds to put the information in. The problem is, now that we got all this information, the system is pinging the old the previous company to release the number. And so in this case, if you have a family of 3, chances are, or you're switching, you know, porting in 3 numbers, you're going to be standing around for 3 hours, 4 hours. Last Christmas, we switched phone companies, and Samana and I, we had to port in 5 numbers. We were there from 1 o'clock until 5 o'clock. Okay, that was just not pleasant. So here is where we are embracing that situation. You need to know this. This is a big advantage for us, okay? If you port in with us, you still have your phone with the previous carrier. So we recommend the client, the customer, to go ahead and continue using this phone, using the service from the old company until the phone stops working. So this way, you don't have to sit there for 5 hours waiting for this thing here to take place. While it's in port-in process, the old number still works. Since it still works, go ahead and keep on using it until it stops. At which point you will know that the port-in process is complete. Then
That's nice.
that's when you go ahead and what do? Well, what you do is you need to learn how to insert the SIM card. Okay? So if you don't want to wait there, or if you don't want to come back to the customer 5 hours later, I would suggest sitting there watching this how to insert the SIM card video with them, making sure they know how to insert the SIM card, making sure that, and, you know, I would go as far as, you know, after they watch that video, depending on the phone that they have, okay, if it's something like this and say, oh, you got this phone, remember that example in the video, all you have to do is use your you know, your tool, okay? And then if they don't have a paper clip, I would recommend that you give them one so they don't have to run down to the store and buy a whole box, okay? Give them this thing, show them how to push, you know, use the thing like that, and then, you know, like that, and then so that way, you know, when you walk out of there, you feel confident that they know what to do the moment the phone goes out of service. Does that make sense? Okay, that will avoid any, you know, maybe 5 hours later, oh, I don't know how to do it, even though you watched it with them. Before you leave, make sure they know how to insert the SIM card, understand what phone they have, and that is very, very crucial. Okay? Okay, any questions there?
Yeah, if they're not right there with you, could you like do a Zoom and pull it up and watch it with them so they see it there?
Yes, yeah, you can do that.
Okay.
Okay, and so what I'm going to do too is we're going to have something set up to where people can actually do a screen share, but the screen share is actually of the phone itself. So that way you can see on your screen everything on their phone. Does that make sense? Okay, and that's going to be helpful. So I'm going to be putting something like that together. It's very, very helpful because sometimes, you know, they're scared to do this or this or this, but that's really, you know, if you're there with them, I would encourage you to do that. I think everyone would like it a lot more. You don't have to wait 5 hours with them. Just know that when the thing goes out, you know that the thing has ported, and all they have to do is switch the SIM card. That's it. Okay. Any questions there? So anyways, that's the whole process as far as somebody that, you know, is interested in buying a plan. Okay, we've gone through everything from registering them, from paying for it, to getting them activated. Okay, the next thing, so no more questions as far as how to activate, right? Okay, now would there be any difference between activating, a customer versus activating an affiliate phone number? Is there any difference?
I don't think so, because the affiliate, you're just adding the affiliate.
Yeah,
The phone is a separate process.
right. Yep, that's right. It's the same thing, whether you're doing it for yourself, whether you're doing it for an affiliate or a customer, this activation process is the same. All right, so next thing, going back to the website, where are we? Okay, going back here. So we just showed you how to enroll a customer, whether that's a warm customer or ones that are coming from the lead source, okay, the Google source, okay? So you know how to do that. And then the next thing is if they want to enroll as an affiliate, well, it's the same process, okay? You can watch this video. Where's this video? How to enroll an affiliate member, right here. Watch that little video. You'll know how to enroll, okay, an affiliate member. But just for this example, we will go and do the same, okay? You go to the create account, okay, right here. Click on this here, enroll as an affiliate member. Fill out the sponsor number, fill out the information, same thing, okay? Then click on terms and conditions and submit. Now, with the affiliate member, after you hit submit, it will take you to the annual subscription. Okay, so there is a difference between this one and the customer. The customer doesn't have the annual subscription, so it just goes directly to the complete registration, okay? For an affiliate, it goes from here to the $50 annual subscription, and then after you pay that, then it completes it, okay? So we're not doing that, but that's essentially what it is. You fill out the next page, the payment information, complete it, then you will have a complete registration where they can log in as an affiliate. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Right? The only difference here is we're not going in to, the payment portal, but just follow, very simple to follow instructions. The next page that comes up is your payment portal where you're paying for your annual subscription, okay? And again, the moment they have a login, they will be able to go and log in right here. Click on this, log them in, and they will have a portal, okay? Just so that we, follow through, okay? For that affiliate, it's gonna say right here that they are an affiliate member. Otherwise, they'll say, they're a preferred customer. And then initially it will say free joining because they haven't paid for a plan yet, okay? Then the next thing, as an affiliate, if you are, they're registered as an affiliate, then, there's all sorts of additional trainings that they need to go through. And essentially, everything that we have here, guys, everything that we have here in terms of information for them, it's going to the resources page once you register them and have them watch all this here, okay? Everything here, okay, is less than an hour of training, and I would recommend that you sit down and watch the video with them. 1 hour or less of training, this affiliate is ready to go. They're ready to make money with us. All right, okay? Now, the other thing too, okay, is when you are going through, let's say, yes, all this video stuff, okay, it's all good, but in addition to, okay, training them and letting them know where all these resources are, okay, we want to start here. Okay, we want to start them here in getting started. Okay, go to the more and then getting started. We have the 3 steps process. Okay, so now it's the same thing, you know, where we're just kind of duplicating, kind of repeating the same thing. How do you register somebody as an affiliate member? Well, step 1, enroll them as an affiliate member. If you don't know how to do that, then watch this little video. Step 2 is, well, step 2 is, okay, they need to pick a plan. Well, we already know how to do that, but if they don't know how to pick a plan and pay for it, then watch this video. Okay? Now, why does an affiliate need to pick a plan? They need to pick a plan so that it activate their compensation portal, essentially. Okay? They need that's how you know, compensation is. The portal is activated because they need to have at least one active plan. All right. Then the next thing here is step 3. This is optional, the Fast Start package. And as some of you are already aware, the Fast Start package is $50, but okay, what you get with that is the 10 SIM cards that I think, you know, it's you know, it just helps to speed up the sign up process, the activation process. And, you know, this is a one-time really, you know, purchase, unlike other, you know, places where you have to, you know, have a lot of inventory. This is one time and then it's optional. You don't have to buy this. If you don't buy it, then you just have to tell your customer that, you know, wait a couple of days until the SIM card arrives. And then you can do the activation process and go through, you know, the whole thing. Okay. Now, in addition to the SIM cards, though, I think this Fast Start package is worth a lot more than that $50. Okay. We also encourage you to sign up so that way you have an understanding of how to do, you know, to have the record keeping system, okay, for your Crown PCS business. This is very, very valuable, not only for new business people, but for us, for, you know, the ones that's been self-employed for a long time. They really don't understand how to take advantage of, you know, being self-employed. This consultation is worth $199, okay, and it is provided as part of this $50 Fast Start package. Okay, so I would encourage everyone to click here and sign up. Actually, I'm going to be making a video here on how to sign up with this. Some of you have already heard from Dan the value that you can get out of this, okay, this consultation. It is very, very valuable, all right? And so that's kind of, you know, where it is, and that's what that Fast Start package is, all right? So there you go. You got step 1, step 2, step 3. You need to understand as a leader, when you're helping people, we want to make it pretty much standardized, okay? You can take over assisting, you know, some of your team member if they're stuck at a certain stage. All you have to do is understand what we've just gone through so far and ask them, okay, where is this customer now? Oh, this customer is getting ready to buy a plan. Then you know what to do. Oh, what's next then? If they're ready to buy a plan, then, oh, okay, let's go ahead and get them to buy the initial package and boom, 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 follow through. Oh, this customer already paid for the plan and now we're waiting for the SIM cards. Oh, okay, if you're waiting for the SIM card, then let's wait until the SIM card arrives and then this is what you need to do. So you, as a leader, you need to understand just some of these process so that way, you know, at every stage you can help, okay? There's not very much to learn, but there is still, you know, things that we can learn. And I think, you know, that pretty much is the extent of our business. You know, outside of this, just, you know, incremental learning that you see here or there, okay? Before we end this video, is there any questions or comment, you guys? Nothing?
We just
Well,
need to
again,
do it.
thank you, Richard. Yeah, thank you.
Okay,
All
so let
systems
me
go.
end this video and then we'll talk a little bit more. Hold on. How do you end this video? Stop recording.
If you go to the top